Sons of Anarchy, Season 7, Episode 12 is over, but we are just getting started here live after the episode on Sons of Anarchy Live on post-show recaps. And now here are the two guys who are going to let you finish your pie before we break it all down. I'm Rob Sestino. Here's Josh Wigler.
Oh, Rob, we are just two broken hearts on the road to tomatoes tonight, aren't we?
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. Wow. Hey.
Oh, my God.
Man, I gotta say, after all of these episodes of Sons of Anarchy, after, we're through 12 episodes of this final season, I wish something would just happen, you know?
Could something happen on this show? It's boring.
Boring. I wish we just had something to talk about tonight.
I mean, really, you would think, could they start tying up some of these loose ends with one episode to go?
I mean, come on. Jeez Louise.
No. Oh, my God.
Oh, wait. Sorry, I forgot. They killed everybody. Everyone's dead.
Yes. So much happened tonight here, and we are going to break it all down with you guys, with our live audience here on Sons of Anarchy Live here on Post Show Recaps. Let me just set the stage, and we'll start to break it all down. We've got the chat room going here on postshowrecaps.com. Plus, we're taking your tweets here live. A lot of it, if you're on the East Coast, or if you have if you're like me and you have DirecTV on the West Coast, you just saw everything that happened. Send us your tweets. Hashtag PS Recaps. Everybody's going to want to talk about this. Also on our YouTube channel at postshowrecaps.com/YouTube. Scott St. Pierre's following all of that. Plus, we have questions coming in on our Facebook page. So a completely immersive recap tonight of the penultimate episode of Sons of Anarchy.
So that's really not it? That's not the finale?
I was saying before the show, I'm good. I'm ready to walk away from the show right now. I think that's fine. This could have been the series finale for me.
That's it? No more? No mas?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like that there's only going to be, things that are unpleasant next week.
As opposed to this week, which was very pleasant.
Yeah, at least we got the closure on the Gemma story. Like, we could just walk away from this. Like, I think it's gonna be a bummer if Jax dies next week.
Nope. Oh, it's a bummer if Jax dies next week?
It's gonna be a bummer, right?
How dare you, Rob Sesternino? How dare you show such disrespect towards the great Wayne Unser? How dare you? That man needs to be avenged.
You have to avenge Unser next week? Come on.
Avenge Unser? Are you kidding me?
All right, well,
Jax just gets to walk away?
Let's break it all down. Rank tonight's big deaths 1, 2, 3 in importance, Josh.
In importance? I mean, I mean, Gemma number 1.
That's okay. That's the no-brainer. We'll put Juice.
Literally no-brainer. No-brainer.
Juice or Unser at 2.
I don't know. I mean, Juice.
The death power rankings.
Juice obviously was going to die this season. It was just a matter of when, just like Gemma. I'm shocked by the Unser thing. I'm still processing the Unser thing. I'm pretty pissed off about it, to be honest with you, Rob.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the controversial point, the Unser stuff. All right, let's talk about
senseless.
Yes.
Senseless violence. Mayhem.
Yes. All right, let's talk about the whole Gemma thing. Gemma, of course, she is gone. Jax ends up shooting her. Are you happy with the way that turned out as far as the story goes?
I guess. I mean, I guess Gemma probably had to die. You know, she seemed like she'd kind of come full circle where she really felt a ton of remorse about what had happened, and she felt terrible about it, and she wanted to give Jax whatever kind of closure she could give him. So if this is the way to do it, this is the way to do it. So I guess, it works out. And last week I was pretty sold with the Jax and Nero scene, with Jax being like, I know I probably have to kill this woman, but she's my mother and I love her, so this is horrible. So I think this was a good continuation of that question, but I don't know the Unser thing, man. I can't get past the Unser thing.
Okay, well, we'll talk about the Unser thing.
But the Unser thing is part of it.
The Gemma thing first.
The Unser thing is part of the Gemma thing.
It's part of the thing, but it's not. It's the secondary thing.
But the thing is, like, I'm supposed to feel really bad for Jax in this scene that he has to kill his mom, and I'm supposed to feel really emotionally attached to these two people, and basically they just wasted Wayne for no reason. You can't shoot that guy in the hip or in the hand or in the leg and tie him to a radiator and
He
Go about your
wasn't going to
business.
take no for an answer.
He's gonna take a bullet to the shoulder, and you handcuff him to the basement,
No, no, he
and
wasn't
then
going to take no for an. He was going to be a problem.
why does
They
he
had to
have to
do it.
die? No, you
But,
don't.
no, because he's dumb. Unser is dumb, Josh.
Well,
I'm
then if
sorry.
Unser's dumb, how is he gonna get out of handcuffs in the
Because
basement?
he doesn't know what's good for him. If he knew what was good for him, he would have left these people long ago. This was his own death wish to even get involved with these people, to even come up. There was no Unser could have had a million different happy endings along the way. For as much as a happy ending of a guy that has a terminal illness
If
is
he'd
gonna
stuck
happen.
around Redwood, he'd have a ton of happy endings.
Yeah, but he had, you know what? He had the whole thing with Egley. He could have been hanging out with her this whole rest of the way. He didn't have to go up there, and then he could have taken the hint, and then he didn't take the hint. And he said to Jax, he's like, "This is all I have, Jax," and that's sad.
That's very sad. And so Jax just shoots him?
He's got to get out of there. I mean, it's like basically he wants to die at that point.
Why does Jax have to do that though? Jax sucks.
Well, that
Jax, you're an asshole.
no,
There's a
no,
Jax hole.
no, he's not. Stop it.
He's not?
He's trying to make things right,
By
Josh.
killing this poor old man? What a
He
dick.
wouldn't listen to reason.
Ah, man. Anyway, so I'm mad about that.
No, we'll talk. I do want to talk about the whether the Unser story was paid off tonight or he just just
The
died. For the
answer,
sake of it.
spoiler alert, is no.
All right, but we have to again. The whole series,
Fine. I'll play ball.
the whole series is about this relationship between Jax
Jackson
and Gemma.
Unser, yeah. So
Gemma.
let's talk about
Gemma.
Unser.
And
Alright,
we have to talk about this. So, what did you think about how Gemma handled this whole thing? Because it seemed like she was very considerate to Jax about what he had to do. We've seen that Gemma is such a person who is such a fighter this whole time. She did seem very resigned to, hey, okay, all right, well, you're gonna shoot me? Can I go stand outside?
Right. No, Katie Seagal gave an interview to TV Line that's already been posted online. It's the postmortem on Gemma, and she says that basically the moment that she talks to Nero, and it's clear that like now everybody knows that Gemma killed Tara, she is now at this place of some kind of peace where the secret is out. Everybody knows what she did. She no longer has the burden of the lie, and she has the very, very real realization that her own death is imminent. It could be tomorrow, it could be next week, it could be a year or two down the line, but something's coming for her, and she accepts it, and she's ready for it. So I think that's the Gemma we were seeing tonight. I think that Gemma had a few line items that she needed to take care of. She wanted to say goodbye to her father. She wanted to see the flowers one more time. She wanted to die in the garden. She had a few requests, but otherwise she stayed out of Jax's way and basically said, I did this horrible thing. I'm responsible for all of these other horrible things. This might make you feel better. Regardless, it's what you have to do. I'm here. I've been here for you this whole time, and I'm here for you now. Do what you got to do.
Did you feel like the garden thing seemed a little tacked on in this episode?
Let 2014 be known as the year that television ruined flowers, Rob. This has been a recurring thing, making flowers on True Detective and the whole Carol and Lizzie thing on The Walking Dead, and now here we are just ruining flowers once again on television.
Right? I mean, did she spend that much time in the garden over these past, like, if it was like, oh, she had to go stand with the birds, I would see that, but did Gemma really spend that much time gardening on this show?
But she's such a beautiful rose.
She's a rose.
She's a rose.
Yeah.
Well, that's what her dad said, was like, oh, I remember Gemma, she loved the garden.
Yeah, it was all in this episode, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's Kurt Sutter's rose.
Yeah. Seemed a little last minute with all of the Gemma in the garden story.
No, it's like giving a bouquet to like the lead actor on the final night of the performance. That's kind of what this is, I think.
Was that what this was?
That's what I'm saying right now to sound smart.
All right, sure.
And deep.
We'll go with that. All right, so
Can we talk about Unser again?
if you want.
No, 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 no. We
Okay.
can keep talking about Gemma.
Well, for Gemma, that do you feel like this is the closure that Jax needs? Because that Nero says in the episode, "Look, I need to stop Jax. I'm not trying to save Gemma. I'm trying to save Jax." But I gotta say, Jax looks like this totally agreed with him.
Jax looks all right. I mean,
Yeah.
he doesn't look great.
No, he looks good.
Well, I mean, he looks all right.
I thought he was looking good.
Like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Is that the last ass we're gonna see on Sons of Anarchy?
Will we see another butt next week? I think that's a good prop bet. I would say probably yes.
Really? I think that that's like a good final butt shot. That
Well, I
was.
feel like we closed out all of the jail sequences. I think that's a good closing butt shot. I think that's it for butts.
I think we're done with butts. I
Yeah.
mean, we're never really done with butts, but I think Sons
this
of
show.
Anarchy is done with butts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree. So as far
So that's a fourth death tonight.
the death of butts.
Yeah. Rest in peace, butts.
Yeah. Okay. I'll I'll buy that. But I have to say that Jax killing his mom totally agrees with him, because if there's anything we've learned over the course of Sons of Anarchy, when Jax kills somebody, he gets like super horny after.
Yeah, he gets super laid immediately. It's like, hey, I just killed someone really important to me. Time to bone.
Yeah. Don't you feel like I thought Wendy was going to go to Nero. Don't you feel like Nero has been getting to go to Norco, which Norco, I think that's a little bit of a tongue twister.
Nero, Norco, Nero.
But Nero, I feel like he's been like for about 6 episodes, like, okay, I'm leaving for Norco.
I know. One of these
I'm
days,
outta here.
I'm really
I'm
gonna
outta
do
here,
it.
Holmes.
I'm really gonna do it,
I'm really
Mono.
leaving. I'm really going.
I'm out of here, Mono.
Like, I can't believe it's going to be the finale, and he's still not even at the farm yet.
Yeah, he's at Gemma's house right now.
Yeah, I thought so. Like, they're just like inventing errands for him to do. Like, there was that one scene with Wendy. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go in the garage and go borrow a tool.
Yeah.
And I thought, here we go. Here's Chekhov's tools from the garage.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, no, I fixed that thing in the garage. So, is the toilet running? You need me to check anything else out?
Do you think Wendy's still gonna go on the road trip with Nero now that she's banging out with Jax?
Well, where does this go? Where is this all headed next week with this whole Nero going to Norco with Wendy storyline? Does Nero find out that Jax killed Gemma, or realize that Jax killed Gemma, and then does he want revenge against Jax?
Well, the thing is, and I mean, this is a separate conversation, but a conversation we'll have to have tonight. We can have it now, we can have it later, but the mayhem vote on Jax is going to land.
Yes.
Jax is on a collision course with Mr. Mayhem. So if Nero wants revenge, he's not gonna get it on time. And
Get in line.
I think Nero, yeah, he's got to get online. I think Nero's above it. I don't think that that's on his radar. I think that even knowing what Jax did, I think he'll just be like, Jax, you suck. You really
Does
disappointed.
Nero make it to Norco alive?
Yeah, I think Nero's safe. There's only one episode left. I don't expect any more major characters to die except for Jax. I think everybody else is good at this point. But I think Jax is dead.
So what ultimately ends up happening? Does Jax die, and then he ends up sending Wendy with the kids to go to Norco and getting away from Charming? Is that the ending for the show?
I think so.
But then do Nero and Wendy hook up?
Maybe somewhere down the line, Mano. I don't know.
Down the line in a flash forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
That could be good.
Yeah. So how about that? Nero goes from Jax's mom to Jax's ex-wife.
Yeah, Jax's baby mama.
Yeah. Upgrade.
Mama.
Yeah.
Baby mama.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
All right, let's talk about this mayhem vote, because it seems like Jax is up to something. We know that Jax Teller is an untrustworthy person. Nobody should negotiate in good faith ever with him. He always has something up his sleeve. Are you buying that he is taking this mayhem vote as well as Gemma was taking her own mayhem vote?
I certainly hope so. I really do. I'm going to be really unsatisfied with this show if Jax doesn't die. After all of this, I'm going to be very disappointed in this show. I think that Jax has done so much horrible stuff that he deserves to take that final ride. I think so. But I could absolutely see that he's up to some hijinks and he's going to give himself a third chance, blah blah blah, you know. I
He's
could see
up
it.
to something. He's up to something, Josh. Yeah,
I know. He's always
admit
got a
it.
plan.
Admit it. He's that Chibs said. Chibs asked him what's going on. He's like, "Hey, I'll tell you later, okay, man." And so he's up to something. He's not being a straight shooter.
Meh.
They know he's in for the mayhem. He doesn't come out and say, it's not in our hands anymore. It's up to the vote. He just comes out and says like, "Oh, don't worry, everything's gonna be fine."
Everything's gonna be fine, Chibs.
Yeah, don't
I love you.
worry.
I love you, Philip. Yeah. Man. Yeah. I mean, listen. He probably is gonna find some way to dodge a bullet. It's gonna be very disappointing to me. But what can you do?
He's up to something.
He's
He's gonna
probably up to something.
he's gonna find a Jax Teller impersonator
Oh
and
man.
then put him in his Sons of Anarchy uniform, and then send him out to go and meet Mr. Mayhem. Fake his own death
Man.
like Tupac.
Man. Do you think Tupac's alive?
Oh yeah,
Really?
definitely.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's a separate podcast.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Serial season 2.
Yeah, he was at South by Southwest a couple years ago.
Oh, that's right. Wasn't he a hologram?
That's what they want you to think. That was
Got
the
it.
cover story.
Okay. Do you
Uh,
think Jax is gonna have a hologram, like a hologram death?
Probably. I mean, that seems like the logical way for the
Rob,
show to go.
Rob, was it an Unser hologram?
Yes. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about Juice also. We've gone too far without talking about Juice. Boy, Juice had a very a very sad final season on the show.
Oh my God! I mean, he was just in like, he went through all of that, and he went through all of the prison stuff. Got raped by God knows how many different people, just to like eat a slice of pie and get stabbed in the neck
Yeah.
repeatedly by a scalpel.
Juice would have been better off just having the Suns kill him when he got turned over from Alvarez.
I think he would have been better off if that tree branch hadn't broke when he tried to hang himself back in season 4.
Yeah, I would say so.
Good Lord.
Oh my God! Really, a terrible final run here for Juice, and even a terrible final episode for Juice tonight. So he thinks he's gonna die when the Triad comes in, and they're like, "Yeah, we're not gonna kill you, but my guys need to take out a little bit of stress." And
Yeah.
what does Juice say? He says, "Well, have at it.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go."
I'm ready. Used to
Yeah.
this. This is not new.
I don't know.
What day of the week is it? It's a day ending in day. Then that's probably time.
Yeah, have at it, boy. You get the sense that Kurt Sutter really loves to get as much anal rape into the show as humanly possible.
I mean, he certainly has a tendency to insert that into his television.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we really did get our share of the prison rape in 7 seasons of Sons of Anarchy.
Oh man, but Juice in particular, good gosh.
Yeah.
Truly ravaging the juicy butt.
Yeah. So what do you think about Juice's decision here? I guess he knew that the Suns greenlit the death of Juice. Instead of killing off Marilyn Manson, did he make the right call there?
I think it's him trying to do his last final thing for the club. The Triad wants Juice to kill Marilyn Manson, and in doing so, that's going to be bad for the club. So if Juice just says to Marilyn Manson, like, I know you need me dead anyway, just kill me, and then these guys can't use me to kill you, and I'll feel better about that. I think that's basically what it comes down to.
All 3 of the characters that died tonight all sort of like walked into death, not really fighting it. Like I think they all, even Unser, Josh, I think had to have known how this was going to be resolved.
Yeah, at a certain point, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And again, he says, look, I have nothing else. I have nothing else. He knows that he's going to die.
Yeah. Poor Juice though.
This is all I got left.
Poor Juice. Just let me finish my pie.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look like a very good pie.
Yeah. Although I'm surprised they give you cherry pie in prison. That's a pretty good dessert.
You're surprised by that? I feel like that seems like standard like cafeteria dessert.
I don't know. I just feel like, I always think that the food wouldn't be that good in prison. I feel like that's better dessert than I have on most nights.
What kind of dessert are you usually having, Rob?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, nothing good.
Not cherry pie.
Not a nice nice piece of cherry pie.
Not a terrible final meal, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty decent.
Juice always liked his sweets,
Yeah,
so that's a
yeah, and you don't
nice.
have to worry about getting fat.
No, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Doesn't have to worry about like blood sugar because he's gonna die in like 5 seconds.
He's gonna die, and if you spill any on your shirt, then it also
Yeah, it
is
all
like
blends together.
it all blends together.
Are you sad that Juice is dead?
No,
I
no,
kind of
put him
feel
out of his misery.
relieved. Relieved.
Yes, we don't have to worry about Juice
Oh
anymore.
my God, that was so
How about
stressful.
will Marilyn Manson survive? Will we see him again?
I don't know that we need to see him again. I
Yeah,
think
I
that
think we're
he's.
good.
I think we're good with that. So I hope that Jax dies next week. I said no one else will die. Borowski's got to die too.
Yeah, we need to close that out. And what about August Marks?
August Marks, I think let's kill August Marks. Let's kill Borowski and let's oh what's that jerk's name? Connor, the Irish guy who apparently
Yeah.
has just been two-timing on the club this whole time. We didn't really see any of that this season.
Yeah, it was again one of those like Grand Theft Auto things where it was like they go and they have the meeting with what was the name of the guy from with the
I
guns?
think Rourke.
Rourke. They go to the meeting for Rourke and he has guys tied up and he's like, well, if you want this little plan to work out with giving the guns to Alvarez, then you got to go bring me,
Connor.
Connor. It's like, okay, here we go. Now one last mission for the Suns.
Yeah.
So that we have to have that play out last
See,
week.
so we'll have at least 100 minutes to spend on that next week.
Yeah, so we'll spend a lot of time on that. Again, this Gemma story was the story I was really interested in. All this stuff next week with like sorting out the Mayans, the Niners, Baraski, August Marks, all that's the stuff that I'm just sort of like lukewarm on.
I think that the draw for the finale is, can Jax get out of this, and if not, how is he going to go out?
Yeah.
And if so, how is he going to save himself? So I think that's the drama next week. You don't have to care about the Borowski and August Marks of it all. All you got to care about is the mayhem vote and how Jax is going to dodge that if he dodges it at all.
Yeah. How many people that we mentioned will think they're going into some sort of a meeting with the Suns?
All of them.
Only to have
All of them.
like a van door open with like Tig with a machine gun.
Yeah, all of them. All of them. That's how all.
That's how they all die?
Yeah. Yes. In a montage.
In a montage. Okay, what's the song in the montage?
Green sleeves make it rain.
Make it rain on the green sleeves.
Or
All right.
maybe it'll be Two Broken Hearts on the Road to Tomatoes. That's the country song that writes itself.
Yeah,
according to
that's a
Gemma.
that's a good song by Milo.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. As
all
long
right.
as it's not about a crazy cougar hijacking a truck at gunpoint, we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to know, Josh.
Seeing Michael Chiklis on this.
Yeah, did you see him?
Yeah, Milo.
There he is.
That was great. That was cool.
Yeah. In the witness protection program?
Yeah, Vic Mackey on the run. Yeah, Kurt Sutter always said that he was like that Chiklis is the one guy from The Shield that he would not be able to put on Suns because he's too iconically Vic Mackey, but I guess he broke the rule.
All right, here's what I want to know, Josh.
All right, let's do it.
We had an interestingly shot scene tonight where Jax is with the Suns, is with the tribunal, and says, like, all right, I'll accept my fate, but I have one rule that I want to see brought into one amendment get passed. And then we cut away, and they're like, all right, Jax, we're willing to accept this new amendment. And we don't ever find out what it is. What is
Classic Sons of Anarchy, by the way.
what is the new rule that the Sons of Anarchy are adopting?
See, I thought that it was an unwritten bylaw he wants thrown out.
Okay, well, whatever it is.
Whatever.
What is the legislation? No steroids in Sons of Anarchy or random drug testing?
He's like, I'll accept the mayhem vote, except you can't actually kill me, please.
That I vote that anybody with the initials JT can't die.
has immunity.
Has immunity. I have the hidden immunity. God.
Yeah, it's
What is the
the.
rule? What does he want
I
to
don't
change?
know. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, I have some ideas.
Let me hear.
Number one,
Uh-huh.
I say that African Americans can be in the Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, it's very noble, but for this to be Jax Teller's dying wish,
He owes the Grim Bastards though. Those
yes,
those guys are his boys. He needs to hook them up.
yeah, I
Or it's,
just feel
or it's like anyone can be in the Sons of Anarchy as long as they're really cool.
yeah, is that what it is?
Maybe it's like black, white, brown, Martian. Doesn't matter who you are. You can be a Son of Anarchy. And that's like the big moral high ground message at the end of this. That's the make good for throwing like the terms slants and browns and all of these horrible terms that have been thrown around throughout this whole series. That's the make good for that.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So basically, the entire show, Sons of Anarchy, was a 7-year journey for there to be equal rights for all different races in the Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, we weren't looking for it. We were always feeling really uncomfortable with the casual racism of Sons of Anarchy, and in the end, it's going to be that that casual racism was no good, and that was always the point of the show, that you should not be casually racist like these Sons of Anarchy.
Is there any sort of rule against what Tig has going on with Venus? Does he want to try to get that changed?
Maybe, I mean, it's like the rule is going to be like tolerance above all else.
Yeah. Will the manuscript come back into play next week?
Seems like it. You know, he asks Gemma before he shoots her in the back of the head. He says, "Do you still have JT's manuscript?" And she does. So he now knows where it is. I assume he needs it for something, if only for reading material.
Yeah. Does he want to say to those guys, like, my rule is everybody has to read this manuscript from
Maybe.
now on,
Yeah.
and then there's a test.
At the end of class.
And if you don't pass the test, you meet Mr. Mayhem.
Yeah, I'll shoot you.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about something else, Josh.
Okay.
Let's talk about the homeless lady
Yeah.
that we saw appear.
Hello there.
Hello there. Yes, and Josh, I did some research on the homeless lady, Sons of Anarchy, and one of the top results was an article you wrote for MTV.com of 7 things that Sons of Anarchy needs to explain this season.
Am I wrong? They need to explain that
They
shit.
need to explain that. So, upon further review, and I don't think we've talked about this too much on the podcast, it seems like the prevailing theory is that she's a ghost.
I know. I'm. You know what?
She's the ghost of Brooke's mom.
Whatever. If she's a ghost, fine. As long as that means like we get to see like Jedi Knight spirits of all of the awesome people who have died along the way in the final episode, I'll watch that show.
That's
That'll
the
be...
George Lucas remix of edition.
Yeah, it's like Obi comes back, Clay comes back, Gemma comes back, and they're all played by Hayden Christensen.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Now, are you buying that she's a ghost?
Whatever. I don't know. Maybe. Sure. But
Do
it
you
seems.
think there will be explanation about that?
I think that seems unlikely because Michael Chiklis acknowledged her. So unless Michael Chiklis is also a ghost, which is probably not true because he drove Gemma to Oregon.
Well, we know Jax has seen her. We know that Gemma has seen her. So
I don't think she's a ghost.
You don't think she's a ghost? Then what
Nah,
is she? And how did she get from Charming to Eureka?
Because she's always there right before somebody gets killed. Like she just shows up. She's a symbol of terrible things.
Yeah, you mean like a ghost?
Yeah, I guess she's a ghost. I don't know. Do you think she's a ghost?
I mean, she doesn't have a car. How is she getting from Charming to Eureka truck stop?
Maybe she flies. She doesn't have to be a ghost to fly.
Flies on what?
Her magic wings. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care about the homeless lady that much. I know a lot of people do. I'm sure we're going to get some sort of answer next week. We have to. Or at least like a further elaboration on the question of the homeless woman next week, where that's going to be like the thing that we end up talking about forever.
Yeah, I suspect we're not going to get anything about it, and it's going to just be something that Kurt.
Well, we're going to get something, right? I mean, we're going to see her again.
You think we'll see her in the final
I
episode?
think we'll see her in. I mean, this can't be it for the like. If that was it for the homeless woman, that's not great. I think that this was setting us up to put the homeless woman back on our radar.
I'm laughing in the chat room that John Wayne wrote, maybe Milo was like Large Marge. Do you think was he dead also?
Yeah.
It was 10 years ago.
That's great. Yeah, I'm into it.
I think with Brooke in the storyline, something's gonna happen with the is Jax gonna be like, hey Brooke, I think I saw your mom yesterday.
Oh man. Well, he didn't see her, did he?
He's seen her in the past.
He's seen her in the past, but not recently. Gemma saw the homeless lady.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm very interested in the homeless girl storyline.
Yeah, we'll get something. We'll get something.
Like you're poo-pooing the homeless girl.
Listen. Can I be honest?
If it was Unser's ghost, you'd be interested.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the only reason I'm interested is because I want it to be like I want that to lead us to just like a ghost montage in the final episode as every single ghost from Jax Teller's past watches him ride off into oblivion, and I want them to be like, "You did this to yourself, son. Join us in Ghostland."
You want to flash sideways next week?
Yeah, but
I
want to
spend the last hour in flash sideways in the church with Clay and Unser.
Yeah, and in the flash sideways, everyone's pants are off, so it's all just butts. That's the dress code.
That was like the montage that opened the show a couple of weeks ago.
I know, and it's just that for eternity.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
okay.
good.
Let's see. What else from this episode before we start to get to some of the questions?
I don't know. How about this? You know, we're supposed to be down with the Sons. The Sons have butchered the Lynn Triad based on a lie. They've already sent them all to prison or killed their boss. They've totally destroyed these people. And then just to add insult to injury, they just they kill all of the rest of them tonight.
Yeah.
How was that? What did you think about that?
Hey. This show is all about equality for blacks, whites, Hispanics. Nobody said anything about Asians.
Apparently they are. They're out.
Sutter does not like them.
Yeah, is that Jax's new rule?
Tolerance for everyone except Asians.
Because that we accidentally thought they killed my wife, but they didn't. But
we have to keep up appearances.
It's like a whole big thing now. So they're
out. They're out.
We're out on them.
We're out on them. Yeah, that's true. How about Chucky, Josh? I thought in my notes, Chucky was going to come in at the last second and save the day for Gemma.
Oh, that would have been a delight. I would have really accepted that.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of a crazy scene where you had Nero, Unser, and Chucky all together in one scene. Like, oh, these are the three people that are in love with Gemma.
Not for anything, Nero says, Unser, go save Gemma. Go up there. Why wasn't Unser like, why don't you come with me, son? Come save. I don't want to get shot. Like, if I go up there with you, I'm getting shot.
Yeah, what's the pecking order there? So Nero's able to boss Unser around. Unser's able to boss Chucky around. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, I think that's it.
The poop runs downhill?
Yeah, I think so. But it's just I'm disappointed. I think, why didn't Nero go with Unser? Why didn't Chucky go with them? Could have been great. That would have been the road trip I want to see. Road trip, homie. That would have been good.
Yeah. How does it end for Chucky next week?
I don't think that there will be any kind of consequential ending. I think he'll be very sad to learn that Gemma is dead.
Yeah. Okay. This is from your friend Sir Pounce on Twitter. I'm really reading. It's always the double cross that ends up leading to the triple cross.
Oh my
Cue
gosh!
the music.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot of double crossing.
That's gonna be how the show ends. I don't know. I'm feeling. I'm 55-45. I think Jax might make it.
Oh, man. I don't know.
I think I have a little bit of hope for Jax. You think Jax has to die for it to be satisfying?
Yeah, I think so for me at this point, yeah.
Has to die at the hands of the Sons?
Yeah, I think that they
if August Marks kills Jax, that's no good?
Yeah, I think the Sons have to kill Jax. I mean, I'll take anything at this point, but my preference would be that the Sons kill Jax, yeah.
Okay. I think it's gonna all come down to how it's executed.
I like that. I
Yeah.
maintain my idea from a few weeks ago that I just want like Jax to walk into a room with Connor, with August Marks, with all these bad guys, and just be like,
I brought you all here for a very important reason. To to blow myself up and kill all of you.
Oh, you want like a like
yeah,
a Homeland type
yeah,
suicide bombing vest?
yes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, and then Tig kicks the closet door open.
Yeah. Yeah, just
Yeah.
a bunch of vans pull up, Happy's
Get out of
there.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel much better.
Yeah. What about Wendy?
Oh man, after all of this, so Jax kills his mom, he kills Unser, and then he gets to go home and bone Wendy. What a jerk this guy. He has a real charmed life, this guy.
Yeah, and she's charming.
And charming.
I did feel like just going back to the Unser thing. Let me just tell you my gripes with the Unser thing.
I can predict your gripe with the Unser thing.
What's my gripe?
Your gripe with the Unser thing is that I can't believe that Unser really didn't know that Gemma was actually the killer. He's literally the last person to find out. That's kind of pathetic. He brought this upon himself. Yada yada yada.
No, that wasn't what I said.
Blah 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 blah. I hate Unser. I'm Ron Sister Nino.
No. My biggest gripe was Jax just shoots Unser, and then Gemma and Jax just go back to like having like.
That's what I'm saying, Rob.
Like
Ridiculous.
Gemma didn't even feel bad. Like, okay, I know Jax is crazy.
At this point,
but,
Gemma's like, well, add one more to the body count.
like, she doesn't even say anything.
It was like he should have left. What are you gonna do?
Like
Stupid
Jax,
thing.
you didn't have to kill Unser.
She doesn't care.
She doesn't care. They're just like here's a picture of your grandfather.
I know.
This
Oh
was
my
him.
god.
Like, they're just like, and Unser's just like,
You know, say what you will. Like Unser should have gotten the hell out of there. Unser should.
They didn't even bury him.
They don't bury him. He just leaves him there. You know,
Who's gonna find him ever?
They have a conversation about other stuff right in front of Unser's body, and so like that's disrespectful in the world of Sons of Anarchy. But I think just to fans of the show too, I feel like that's kind of a little bit of a slap in the face of just like we've just killed off this major character who's been with the show from the very beginning, a beloved character, a lovable character, and now we're just business as usual. We're just poo-pooing right past that, and we're supposed to feel bad for Jax. How do you feel bad for Jax after that? So I don't know. I think that the Unser thing is pretty senseless, and of course I'm biased because he's my favorite character. I'm very upset about that. I really thought he'd be the last man standing, but
Yeah.
I think it's kind of nonsense.
And Josh, you and I we had our draft
I know.
before the season started, and we both had one person that we said who has immunity.
Yeah, we we gave the immunity cut to Bobby and to Unser.
Yes, and they're both gone.
Yeah, their idols got flushed.
They're both gone.
Yeah.
Poor Unser.
Poor
And for all the stuff he did for the
It's
FC,
ridiculous, Rob. It's
for
ridiculous.
Juice, for Gemma.
It's ridiculous. It's
The
absurd.
guy lost everything
Everything.
to help these people.
Everything.
Yeah, poor Unser. All right, let's
terrible.
fire up the questions
Let's
because
do
I'm sure we're gonna have a lot tonight. All right, Scott St. Pierre has been monitoring what you guys have been saying, and we're gonna bring it up. Okay, so here we go on our post-show recaps of Sons of Anarchy Season 7, Episode 12. Next Tuesday night, it will be finale night. Josh and I will be live as soon as the episode ends. We will be on here to talk about it. We will take your questions. Everything will be we'll take care of everything Sons of Anarchy, and we will be in mourning. We might be crying. Who knows?
I'm not going to be crying.
You won't be crying?
No, I already shed all my tears before I came on tonight about Unser.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna play this clip next week when you're crying.
All right. Fine.
All
All
right.
right, here we go. Fat Lobster. Fat Lobster writes in, what would your pre-shanking pie of choice be? That's a great question.
I think I'm.
Chicken pot?
Joe, yeah, that's very rich.
Go savory?
That's very savory. Yeah, that's probably all good. You know, I feel like fruit is still like a fruit pie is still like a healthy dessert.
Why do you care about the healthiness?
Because if I'm about to die, I want
Does a pizza pie count?
That's fine. I would want to eat the worst thing for me possible.
to make
Because I
clean
feel like
to
I'm
make
getting away with something. I'm
to
like,
make
oh,
to make cleanup horrible for whoever
no,
has
no,
to
no,
deal with
no,
your
no. I,
body.
I, I want to feel like I want to eat like, a 50,000 calorie thing. I'm like, oh, look at, I'm eating this and I don't even have to worry about getting fat. I feel like at that point when you know you're going to die, you're beating the system.
Just let it all out. Just go for it.
Yeah, yeah. So some sort of like chocolate, something like with a little bit more calories to it.
I would request the pie from What Would You Do, the Nickelodeon studio game show, the pie that they used to throw in contestants' faces in the pie machine, just because I always wondered as a child what that tastes like. And if that's my final meal, that's the pie I'm going to request.
Yeah, I think if I was Juice, I'd also say, hey, can I have your pie also?
Yeah, and everybody else's pie in this can you not kill me is what I'm asking, please.
Yeah. So you want to be like what was it, Sandlot? Is that what when they're eating? Is that right? Or when they're eating all the pies?
I don't. Did they eat a lot of pies in Sandlot?
No, 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 no.
I remember the chaw.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God. All right. Let's go to Emily Stobbs, who says, "What kind of pie do you think it was that Juice wanted to finish before being killed?" It's cherry pie.
Cherry
Emily.
pie. It looked like a cherry pie.
Cherry pie.
Yeah.
Cherry pie. All right. Let's go to wait. I was trying to think if they had cherry pie when they went to the diner, but no, that was blueberry scone.
Blueberry scones.
So many berries this season.
Lots of berries.
Okay. Jason Burning wants to say, so does Jax take the time to clean his shoes, or do you think he just buys new ones after every murder?
Yeah, you would think at this point, because Jax loves his white shoes, you would think that like either he has thousands of white shoes, or maybe he just has like one pair of murder shoes that he's constantly wearing.
Yeah. Jax should wear red sneakers.
Yeah. They would all just blend together.
Yeah. Do you think that it's like, is somebody going to see Jax's white shoes, or it's just the contrast of white rose, white sneakers?
I think it's just the contrast. I don't think that's going to be a big deal.
Like, I thought Nero was going to come in and say, like, hey, what's on your shoes, Mono?
Yeah. Give me your shoes. No,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. Let's go to
All
Jack
right. Jack
J.
J. Oh, gosh. Jack J writes, do you think Sutter realizes how predictable he is? Oh, God. Do we want to tackle that? Ugh. Awkward.
I would say that the answer to your question is it's tricky. I'll say the answer is no.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't want to address it for fear of my life.
Yeah, and the answer is no, because Kurt Sutter doesn't feel like he's predictable.
Because he's not.
Because he's not.
He's not. He's the least predictable person on the planet.
I would bet that Kurt Sutter is incredibly unpredictable.
Yeah, I'd be terrified. You never know what he's gonna do.
You never know.
That's
right.
Otto, for God's sake.
Yeah. All right, Mark Solera.
All right, Mark Solera. All right, you got it.
Yeah, if Jack somehow survives the final episode, how does he do it? All right, let's brainstorm here.
All right. Okay. So yeah, of course. So he lures everyone into the warehouse. He has them all gunned down with Tig in the van and Happy in the van. What next? What's the next move, Rob?
No, you're going about this wrong.
Why?
Jax goes and gets the manuscript.
Yeah.
And then he shares the manuscript with the other club presidents and says, I want everybody to read this. This is my father's manuscript. And they're like, Jax, we want you to bring the message of John Teller to all of the Sons of Anarchy. We can't kill you now.
No, that one guy from Indian Hills is not going for that.
He's going to get outvoted, that guy.
Do they all just kill? They put mayhem on that guy?
Yeah, they're like meet us. We're going to talk about this privately, just you and me. And then, Tig kicks the closet door up like...
Yes. I like that. That guy's a bit of a dingus, huh?
He's a major dingus. He looks like a dingus.
Yeah, it's a true douche.
Yeah. So I feel like the manuscript, we're going to change the sons, and then what do you think of that?
I like it.
Yeah. Feel like because we got to get Jax back to not being a total jerk.
Does Siri have thoughts on the matter?
I accidentally put my arm on Siri, and now she's answering questions of stuff we're
Siri's
talking
like, Rob, why did you not ask me what pie I would have pre-shanking?
about. Yeah. So that's my. I think if we're going to bring the manuscript back into this, we have to bring the element of change. Because, I mean, the show started with the idea that Jax was going to change the MC.
Sure, but can't he do that and still die?
It's possible. You could do that, too.
I don't want him to live.
You're mad at him.
Can't his butt just survive?
Whoa.
It's a good butt. What?
That's a good butt. And
No, we already eulogized the butts.
we covered it. Okay, how about this one from Brad Cruz, Josh?
All right, Brad Cruz writes, "My poor Juice," with a sad face. What happens to Marilyn Manson?
I think he's okay.
I think he's all right.
I think maybe at best we see him in like an extended green sleeves montage at the end of the episode.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know.
In the extended 20-minute montage of, here's what every single person that you ever met in the entire series.
Make it rain.
Yeah. We're going to see. Let's do a montage draft also.
Oh, wow. Right now or at the end of this?
At the end of the show.
All right, remember to do that.
Real quick. And you get points for the more obscure character
Okay,
that you're
sure.
going for, but if they get in the montage, you get a lot of points.
All right.
They can't be people like in the principal cast.
Okay, cool.
Okay. This is from Emily. Says, "Are you guys shipping Wax or Jendi?" I don't. If I was Tara, I'd be haunting Jax's ass. Oh no, leave Jax's ass alone.
No, if I was Tara,
Best feature.
If I was Tara, I'd be haunting that ass as well.
Are you okay with Jax and Wendy?
No, I'm not. I don't like it.
You don't like it? You're out.
Wendy can do better.
Can she?
Yeah, she could do Nero. Nero would be better. Road trip, homie.
Is that an option?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nero and Wendy would be good.
That would be great.
That would be
Nero
good.
is not going to go around killing everyone.
Okay.
It's probably safer.
All right. Matt Metalcore. Did anyone else notice at the very beginning of the episode when Jax got out of bed, he hurt his knee or something? What was that all about?
Yeah. I saw you tweeting with Dale Wentworth about this, Rob.
Yeah, I wrote it in my notes, like, what's with Jax's leg? And Dale Wentworth sent the same thing to me. Like, yeah, I think something's going to happen with his leg, but it was never mentioned in the episode.
Medivac?
They're going to medevac Jax? Do you think he's going to have to go to the Mayhem vote? It's like, hey, guys, my leg's really hurting.
We gotta call in medical.
We got to call in medical.
Yeah, and Dr. Ramona comes in.
Sure. Why not?
We have to.
Do you think
we have to pull you from the club?
Did Charlie Hunnam just hurt his leg during filming? Like, what was his leg asleep? Well, what is with the leg business?
I don't know. He doesn't have a leg to stand on anymore.
Is it a metaphor?
The metaphor.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, John R. So is Jax gonna go out though? Is Jax gonna go out through Club Mayhem or shot by a cop?
Are those the two choices?
Yeah. Get shot by a cop.
I think Mayhem. Mayhem vote.
Yeah. If Jax dies, I think it's for Mayhem.
Mayhem vote.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if we have another question. If we do, Scott, put it up. All right, you want to do a quick? All right, hold on here, but one more. This is from Fat Lobster. If you aren't sure how Sons of Anarchy will end, you weren't paying attention in your junior year English class. Hashtag the Bard. All right, so how's it gonna end?
Bard.
How does it end then?
I don't know. I did not finish junior high.
What is it? Hamlet? Is it Hamlet or Macbeth?
I think it's pronounced Hamlet.
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 How does Hamlet end?
Okay, I found this.
Okay. The tragedy of Hamlet, Prince of Denmark, often shortened as Hamlet, is a tragedy written by Shakespeare. Okay. That much we knew. Okay. Then here we go. Then there is, it's the longest play that Shakespeare did. That sounds about right, because Sons of Anarchy is a very long show every week.
Yep.
Okay. Let me just scroll down to the plot. The protagonist of Hamlet is Prince Hamlet, the son of the recently deceased King Hamlet, and nephew of King Claudius. Okay,
Yeah.
I think that was supposed to be Clay.
Yeah. Claudius.
Yes. His father's brother and successor. And Claudius hastily married King Hamlet's widow, Gertrude, and that's supposed to be Gemma.
Gemtrude.
Yes. Yes. All right. All right. So then the platform opens and blah, 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 and we're going to scroll down. And so we get to Polonius, and then we get to then
Polonius.
two grave diggers discuss Ophelia's apparent suicide while digging her grave. And then
Terraphilia.
Terraphilia, hey now. So Hamlet tells Horatio that he had written fake letters addressed from Claudius to the King of England, ordering Rosencrantz and Guildenstern be put to death. And then a courtier interrupts to invite Hamlet to fence with Lardus, and with Fortinbras's army closing on Elsinore, the match begins, and Leardus pierces Hamlet with a poisoned blade, but in the scuffle they switch swords, and then Hamlet wounds Leardus with his own poisoned sword. So I don't think that this is going to be a very similar ending here. This sounds like a Game of Thrones episode.
I think it's Laertes.
Yes. All right, smarty pants. So how fit the Hamlet ending into Sons of Anarchy?
So he's gonna so Jax is gonna prick himself on a poison motorcycle, and then he's gonna switch bikes with somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna switch bikes with somebody.
Yeah. Okay. So there's
so you're right. So yeah, there's gonna be a Jax doppelganger. He's gonna switch bikes. In the scuffle, they're gonna be like, "Oh, Jax drove off the cliff. He's gone. He's dead." And it's not Jax. Jax switched bikes with somebody and made it look like he died, but somebody else dies.
Okay. We'll see. All right. This is from Jason Burning. I love the junkie and pimp banter. I would watch the Wendy and Nero show. Yeah, that would be a fun sitcom.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about our finale montage draft. All right.
Sir Pounce tells us that we are doing God's work, staying up this late and doing a live podcast.
Yes. Well, thank you, Sir Pounce.
All for Unser.
The great Sir Pounce.
Avenge Unser.
Yes. All right. Here we go. Josh, I'll give you the first pick in the montage draft.
Okay.
We're looking for characters not in the main credits.
Chucky.
Chucky.
For sure.
Chucky's in the montage. That's not really that going on a limb that much.
All right, you go on a limb.
All right. Give me Lila.
Lila's not that much further out on the limb.
Okay, a little bit further.
All right, fine. Give me Opie's kids.
Opie's kids. Oh my God. Will we even recognize them?
No, but they'll be with Lila.
Yeah. Can I get Marilyn Manson?
No.
No.
I mean, yeah, you can, but that's not that much out on a limb.
Okay, fine.
No, you can have Marilyn Manson. It's fine. If I have
right.
Chucky, you can have Marilyn Manson.
All right. Who else is in the montage? Well, I think we could probably go longer than 3 rounds. Yeah, keep going. All right, hold on. So that's Josh. That's Rob. It's not a snake draft. Opie's kids.
Opie's kids.
All right. Who else you got?
How about the bar mitzvah that Bobby Elvis was supposed to play but can't because he's dead?
I think that's going to be a little hard to.
No, it's going to be like now performing Bobby Elvis on a sign, and like everyone at the bar mitzvah being like, "Where is he?"
Okay. We'll go with Bobby Elvis kids.
Bar mitzvah kids, please.
Bobby Elvis bar mitzvah kids. Okay, that's fair enough. Let's see. What about the really fat guy that they took pictures of him with Venus a long time ago?
Okay, sure. I'm into it.
That'd be a good part of the montage.
Leah Michelle.
Oh, yeah, all of the cameos from this season. Yeah, Vic Mackey. We're gonna see Milo.
Yeah, Milo. Is that your pick?
Yeah, that's a good pick.
I'll pick the rest of the cast of Glee.
Oh, what they're doing? Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And I will go with the final pick. I will go with the girl that was in the convenience store in the pilot episode that was going to sell Jack's condoms.
That's a good.
And
That's
then
a good pick.
we'll come back to the convenience store.
That's great.
The first time we meet Jax, and
Yes.
then
So he's gonna be like out on the road for the final scene, and he's gonna stop in that convenience store and buy some condoms and hit the road.
No. He goes to the convenience store, and it's like the Cheers ending, and she's like turning the sign to close, and they went out of business. She's like, "I'm sorry, we're closed." And then cut to Sons of Anarchy.
All right. So here's one more prediction, and I feel like you can co-sign this.
Yes.
Final montage scored by Katie Seagal.
Okay, it's Katie Seagal. But what will the song be?
Who knows what the song will be, but Katie Seagal is singing it.
By the way, the trailer, I did watch the next time on Sons of Anarchy, which it was mostly like clips from previous episodes
Right.
For the finale. The song was Knocking on Heaven's Door, not sung by Katie Seagal.
They've been playing that throughout the season, I feel like.
Yeah, what's the name of the final episode? Do we know what the name of it
I
is?
think it has a weird name. I don't know. I read it a while ago. I don't have it off the top of my head.
Okay. Do you have a guess for the song?
It's not going to be Greensleeves Reprise.
No reprise of Greensleeves. They got to go out with a bang.
Fortunate Son.
Fortunate Son. Yeah, I believe that the title is Papa's Goods for the final one.
Oh, Papa's Good. So it's going to be the manuscript, the JT manuscript.
Yeah, the JT manuscript. I will give my pick for...
Well, Jax is a Papa, so his goods are his, we've been talking about it all night.
Yes, he does. He does have the goods. I will say... that my pick for the final song is going to be...
Freebird.
That's a good call. That's a good call. Maybe some Skinnerd. I will say I'm gonna go with Bye Bye Miss American Pie.
Oh man, that should have been the song tonight.
Because it's that's a long song.
Yeah,
that's like a 9-minute song. That's a perfect Sons of Anarchy montage song.
Yeah.
Yeah, Katie Seagal, she'll slow it down. Bye, bye.
Oh, you know what? What about Rapper's Delight? That's like a 15-minute song just on its own.
I don't know.
Sons of Anarchy could stretch that out to 50 minutes, 5-0.
All right. Well, Josh, we have so much to talk about next week, and very, very fun. What do you want to make the hashtag for tonight?
I don't know. Part of me wants it to be hashtag Vengeancer, but I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't watched yet.
How about hashtag Cherry Pie?
All right. But everyone's going to be hashtagging Cherry Pie.
Okay, then then what do you want to be?
No, Cherry Pie's fine.
Hashtag Opie's Kids.
Hashtag Opie's Kids, sure.
Oh man. Who was the hooker from Greensleeves?
What was her name? Winsome.
Winsome. Is she in the montage?
Yeah, of course.
Hey, Winsome.
Lady
Greensleeves.
Greensleeves.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So very, very fun talking about everything from Sons of Anarchy tonight. Thanks to everybody who stayed up late. I know this was impromptu. This was Josh Wigler was inspired this afternoon. Said, well, hey, we got to talk about Sons of Anarchy tonight. This is going to be a good show. We need to talk about it. And I'm glad we listened.
Yeah, it was in the air. There was so much business that still needed to be taken care of. It felt like we should do this one live tonight. So I'm glad we did because I'm fired up.
All right, we're fired up. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll be back. Make sure you subscribe to our Sons of Anarchy feed. Go to postshowrecaps.com/Sons iTunes for our iTunes feed. Can't wait to get back after the finale next week. Take care, everybody. Have a great night.